Velvet on the chairs, ice in every glass, gold frame on the mirror, cracks you never ask. Laughs flow like perfume, sharp behind the teeth, diamonds on their fingers, hands curled underneath. A room full of tension can still look luxurious. Every glimmer hiding how furious we are. Silk on the surface, nails in the mattress. That's the danger, that's the danger of pretty darkness. Candles dripping slow, cold shadows trade their lies. Compliments like carved stone, heavy in their shine. You pour me another, smile like it's a dare. All this curated comfort can't clean the poison air. A room full of tension can still look luxurious. Every glimmer hiding how furious we are. Silk on the surface, nails in the mattress. That's the danger, that's the danger of pretty darkness. Crystal clinks in time with my heartbeat, chandelier shaking but nobody sees. We dress the storm in velvet and glass, but thunder still talks through the cracks. Oh, a room full of tension can still look luxurious. Every glimmer hiding how furious we are. Silk on the surface, nails in the mattress. That's the danger, that's the danger of pretty darkness. That's the danger of pretty darkness. His shirt smells like her perfume, soft and sharp, vanilla on the cotton, like teeth on his heart. He folds it slow, laughs it off, shrugs it down, says that was nothing, wears it out around this town. He should regret it more than he does, more than this heavy, guilty grin and a casual shrug. He should regret it down to the bone, but his shirt smells like her perfume, and he still wears it home. Phone face down on the counter, screen still lit, your name under his thumb. He won't open it, says we were already broken, like that makes it right. Keeps the jacket from that evening, hangs it in plain sight. He should regret it more than he does, more than a toasty of sorry and a drunk dial buzz. He should regret it down to the bone, but it sure smells like her perfume. should regret it more than he does, more than these tired excuses and this practice shrug. He should regret it, cut to the soul, but it sure smells like her perfume, and he still wears it home. Your name on her tongue like a warning, fine print hiding under your smile. You lean and say, trust me, it's nothing. She's been reading you for a while. All those tiny clauses you wrote between the lines, heartbreak in the margins, but she still signs. One kiss feels less like affection, more like paper. Work for disaster, initial here. Press harder, a little faster. She knows every touch is a future answer to questions she don't wanna ask her, but she signs anyway. Yeah, she signs anyway. You filed all her dreams in a drawer, stamped later in permanent ink. She jokes that she's bad with decisions. You joke that you're good at the brink. Late fees on her feelings, she's paying overtime. Still she flips the pages and crosses the line. One kiss feels less like affection, more like paper. Work for disaster, initial here. Press harder, a little faster. She knows every touch is a future answer to questions she don't wanna ask her, but she signs anyway. But she signs anyway. Terms and conditions spelled in your breath. She reads every sentence, still says yes. Hands on your back, pen to the page. She can't help loving what's gonna break. One kiss feels less like affection, more like paper. Work for disaster, initial here. Press harder, a little faster. She knows every touch is a future answer to questions she don't wanna ask her, but she signs anyway. Yeah, she signs anyway. He counts her steps down the hallway under breath. Clock on the wall dripping louder in his chest. Door clicks shut, all the air tilts out of frame. He checks his phone like she might vanish from her name. He hates this feeling, shaking in a tidy room. She laughs and leans in, says you always jump too soon. He panics every time she leaves the room, heart in his throat like it's leaving too. She calls it intense, says unstable, ruins the mood. He's drowning in a glass of quiet, she just wants a lighter truth. He panics every time she leaves the room, and she calls it intense, 'cause unstable ruins the mood. She wipes her face on his t-shirt, tired eyes, says I'm not a cure for the worst parts of your mind. swears he'll change, writes no rules on coffee lids, holds them tight till they blur like all the rest he did. He hates this distance, growing in a crowded bed. She traces circles on his arm and calmly says, "You panic every time I leave the room, heart in your hands like it's breaking soon. I call it intense, cause unstable ruins the mood. I'm dancing in a small apartment, you're bracing for a storm that never moves. You panic every time I leave the room, and I call it intense, cause unstable ruins the mood. Is it love or just alarm bells ringing with my name? Are you holding me or holding back another wave? He wants calm, she wants truth. He says stay, she says you. He panics every time she leaves the room, heart in his throat like it's leaving too. She calls it intense, says unstable ruins the mood. Two people on the same old carpet, watching different skies above them blue. He panics every time she leaves the room, and she calls it intense, cause unstable ruins the mood. He says forever, like a locked door, like numbers on a prison drawer. You taste the promise like cheap red wine, burns going down, but it calms your mind. When he says forever, it's a holy thread. You call it love, cause it's all you get. Kneeling in the chaos like a quiet saint, praying for the parts of him you hope he ain't. When he says forever, you forget to breathe. Call it sacred, cause you're scared to leave. His temper's gospel written on your skin. Every broken glass is a tiny amen. You kiss the damage like a rosary, counting all the times that he swore he'd leave. When he says forever, it's a holy thread. You call it love, cause it's all you get. Kneeling in the chaos like a quiet saint, praying for the parts of him you hope he ain't. When he says forever, you forget to breathe. Call it sacred, cause you're scared to leave. Is this worship or just warning? Are his arms a church all morning? If heaven hurts you every night, would a real God need you this time? When he says forever, it's a holy thread. You call it love, cause it's all you get. Kneeling in the chaos like a quiet saint, praying for a version he's never met. When he says forever, you forget to breathe. Call it sacred, cause you're scared to leave. When he says forever, you just bow your head, wearing his intensity like it's blessed instead. Tapping brakes on a bad idea. You say it's fine, just take it slow. Measure pills out half the dosage. Same poison, smaller glow. your temper. Like that turns venom into rain. You're counting to 10 in the doorway, still walking back into the flame. Control in slow motion still breaks the same bones. We just learned to name the fracture while pretending we've grown. Control in slow motion still cuts to the same stone. It just takes longer to admit it's home. You color code your excuses, file every outburst in a drawer, drafting apologies in your head before my key hits the door. You trade shouting for silence, call it progress, call it grace, but a quiet shove is still a shove, just leaves a cleaner face. Control in slow motion still breaks the same bones. We just learned to name the fracture while pretending we've grown. Control in slow motion still cuts to the same stone. It just takes longer to admit it's home. How many days can a crack hold shape before the whole thing caves? Oh, how many times can you say I've changed while everything stays the same? Control in slow motion still breaks the same bones. We just learned to sign the exit on the kiss that you own. Control in slow motion still cuts to the same stone. It just takes longer to admit it's home. You said come in, get comfortable. Pulled out the softer chains. They matched the sheets, they matched your smile, they matched the way you say my name. Gold on the glass is dimmer on 10. Sugar on the words you choose. But every time I try the door, you're asking what I stand to lose. Velvet handcuffs still count as handcuffs. I can't move just cause it feels nice. Seduction is a prison with better lighting. You paint the walls and then you call it paradise. Velvet handcuffs, yeah, they still cut. Only difference is I bruise in style. You say I'm free to go anytime I like. You just keep kissing me till I stay a while. You gift wrap every limitation, tie a bow around my doubt. Say why go chase a colder world when you could just not go out. You read my fears like scripture, highlight every fragile line. Tell me I was born for this, then tuck my patience into yours and mine. Velvet handcuffs still count as handcuffs. I can't move just cause it feels nice. Seduction is a prison with better lighting. You paint the walls and then you call it paradise. Velvet handcuffs, yeah, they still cut. Only difference is I bruise in style. You say I'm free to go anytime I like. You just keep kissing me till I stay a while. Who signed my sentence? When did I agree? Is this comfort or captivity? If I call it love, will the lock turn loose? Or am I just naming my excuse? Velvet handcuffs still count as handcuffs. lights and smile. He says, I'll walk you home. Checks the lock, keeps your phone. Says it's just in case, you know. Code on the back room chair, his name in all your mail. Every exit marked with care, but only from his side. He calls himself protective, like a blessing, like a shield. But every door you touch only swings one way. Baby, I'm obsessive, 'cause I love you. I'm your safe, but every time you try, the handle doesn't change. He calls himself protective. You just call it one way. He keeps your spare set safe, so you never lose your keys. Tracks your little blue dot like it's proof that you believe. Friends' names fade from your screen, that one never liked me. Funny how concern can sound like closing metal seams. He calls himself protective, like a blessing, like a shield. But every door you touch only swings one way. Baby, I'm obsessive, 'cause I love you. I'm your safe, but every time you try, the handle doesn't change. He calls himself protective. You just call it one way. What if care left a crack of air? What if love opened more than it closed? If you need permission just to breathe and move, is it danger out there or the danger you hold? He calls himself protective, like a blessing, like a shield. But every door you touch only swings one way. You pack one bag so quiet, heart pounding in the frame. Tonight you push so hard, that old hinge finally breaks. I still call it protective. You'll just call it escape. You said, text me when you're home and share your location. Tiny locks in every line disguises dedication. You count the nights like favors owed. You call it keeping score. My name sounds strange in your mouth, like something that you own. Your care sounds like rules to me. Every baby feels like promise you'll obey. You say it is love, love. My body pulls away. Your touch writes my schedule down, tries to tell my heartbeat what to say. You swear this is love, love, but my body says otherwise anyway. You hold the door, then hold my time, rewrite plans you never asked. Just worried as you scan my clothes and edit out my past. You plant your hands around my like fences and wet ground. Call it home, call it forever. I just hear you're not allowed. Your care sounds like rules to me. Every baby feels like promise you'll obey. You say it is love. My body pulls away. Your touch writes my schedule down. Tries to tell my heartbeat what to say. You swear this is love, but my body says otherwise anyway. If this is what loving you costs, why does it feel like getting lost? Why does my spine go stiff when you say my full name? Oh, if this is your version of safe, why does my pulse try to escape? How come my skin flinches every time you say it's just my way? Your care sounds like rules to me. Every baby feels like promise you'll obey. You say it is love, my body pulls away. Your touch writes my schedule down. Tries to tell my heartbeat what to say. You swear this is love, but my body says otherwise anyway. She reads the message, lets the screen go dark. Blue light gone, but it burned a mark. Thumb on the glass, but she pulls it back. Heart in her throat, but her spine stays flat. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, won't speak, just her breath in the room. For 1 minute, silence feels like power, holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. Name on the phone, face in her mind. Every old answer she could still type. Clock on the wall, ticks like a dare. But she owns the pause like a folding chair. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, won't speak, just her breath in the room. For 1 minute, silence feels like power, holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. Maybe she calls back later, maybe never. Maybe she says what she meant, or says that. But the small still space in her shaking hands is the first thing she's claimed for herself. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, won't speak, just her breath in the room. For 1 minute, silence feels like power, holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. and sit right here. Someone's always waiting in the hallway. I can feel their eyes on the air I breathe. Walls lean in like they know my name, and the air itself feels watch with me. Someone's always waiting in the hallway. Footsteps stitched in the quiet seam. I don't see a thing, but I hear my name, and the air itself feels watch with me. He says, come here, hand on the door frame, pulls you back like it's some kind of game. Every exit turns into a dare, your name in his mouth like a quick little prayer. You keep packing, he keeps laughing, calls it passion, calls it love. But your chest keeps quiet cracking like a window from above. He pulls you closer every time you try to leave. Every goodbye gets tangled in this sleep. The bruise is emotional, but it blooms in color. Purple in your patience, yellow in your cover. The bruise is emotional, but it blooms in color. You're fading in his arms, and he just holds you tighter. Phone face down, friends all think you're fine. You edit every story till it almost sounds like mine. Yeah, he gets a little loud, but he means well. You keep turning down the volume on your own hell. You keep shrinking, he keeps drinking. Says you're thinking way too much, but your heart keeps silent screaming every time he feels your touch. He pulls you closer every time you try to leave. Every goodbye gets tangled in his sleeve. The bruise is emotional, but it blooms in color. Purple in your promise, yellow in your cover. The bruise is emotional, but it blooms in color. You're fading in his arms, and he just holds you tighter. Yeah. What if love looked like space to breathe? What if I can't let your hands run free? Can you picture your own shoulders, warm and safe on a different street? He pulls you closer every time you try to leave. But there's a door frame shaking when you breathe. The bruise is emotional, it still blooms in color, but this time every shade is you choosing another. The bruise was emotional and it bloomed in color. You're walking out the door and you don't let him touch you. No. She reads the message, lets the screen go dark. Blue light gone, but it burned a mark. Thumb on the glass, but she pulls it back. Heart in her throat, but her spine stays flat. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, won't speak, just her breath in the room. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. folding chair. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, won't speak, just a breath in the room. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. Maybe she calls back later. Maybe never. Maybe she says what she meant, or says less. But this small, still space in her shaking hands is the first thing she's claimed for herself. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, won't speak, just a breath in the room. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. His hand on the doorframe blocks out the hall. He leans like a question I don't wanna answer at all. Soft thumb on the flaking paint, like he's tracing my fate. He says he can leave if I want. God, I hate when it's late. Your hands on the door frame like a line in the sand. Halfway to holding me, halfway to letting me stand. It's an ultimatum dressed up in something gentle. I hate how much I like it, how you push against my mental. Your hands on the door frame say more than your mouth can say. And I hate how much I like it when you block my getaway. You laugh, I'm not stopping you, but you don't move. You breathe in my perfume like it's proof. Like it's proof. My back to the lamplight, shadow caught in your arm. Is this care or control now? Is this comfort or harm? Your hands on the door frame feel like a line in the sand. Halfway to holding me, halfway to letting me stand. It's an ultimatum dressed up in something gentle. I hate how much I like it, how you push against my mental. Your hands on the door frame say more than your mouth can say. And I hate how much I like it when you block my getaway. If you step back, would I pull you close? If you let me go, would I beg you don't? I'm so afraid of you leaving. I'm so afraid you'll stay. Caught in this painted doorway, wanting both ways. Your hands on the door frame like a line in the sand. Halfway to saving me, halfway ruining the plan. It's an ultimatum wrapped up in something gentle. I hate how much I like it, how you press against my sense. Your hands on the door frame say choose them You pour your coffee like it's evidence. Steam curls up from the scene of the crime. You laugh too loud at the smallest things, like you're choking down what's stuck in your mind. We hold our tongues like they're loaded. One wrong word and we both explode. Still we dance on the same thin line, splitting truth from the lies we told. This whole love story lives on the edge of something ugly. That edge keeps shining like gold, like gold, like gold. We're one bad night away from breaking what we barely hold, but somehow every crack we make still shines like gold. You say I'm fine with your keys in your hand, like a getaway car waiting at the door. I say come here, but my pride jumps in. I build that wall you've seen before. We kiss like people signing contracts, hope and fear on the same old page. We lie to each other and we burn ourselves, but we can't stop playing with the flame. This whole love story lives on the edge of something ugly. That edge keeps shining like gold, like gold, like gold. We're one bad night away from breaking what we barely hold, but somehow every crack we make still shines like gold. Maybe we're wrong to keep holding on. Maybe we're right that it's worth the fight. If love is a cliff, then we're standing there laughing, hands on each other's hearts, daring them to dive. This whole love story lives on the edge of something ugly. That edge keeps shining like gold, like gold, like gold. We're one bad night away from breaking what we barely hold, but somehow every scar we make still shines like gold. Still shines like gold. Keys on the counter, you slip them into your fist. Say, I just worry about you, and seal it all with a kiss. Your hand on my shoulder, guiding me through the door. You say it's only because you love me. I start counting exits on the floor. You call it protection, I hear a lock turning. Love like a secret, love like a warning. It was a garden, now it's a golden cage. You hold me so gently, I'm still trapped all the same. Friends in my phone, you scroll like it's evidence. Baby, I'm only checking 'cause I get so anxious. You draw the curtains, say the world is too loud. Your arms feel safe till I notice I never see the crowd. You call it protection, I hear a lock turning. Love like a secret, love like a warning. It was a garden, now it's a goal. I'm still trapped, all the same. When did sweet concern turn into curfews and conditions? When did all your questions start to sound like accusations? I miss the girl who ran head first into every open space. Now I rehearse excuses just to leave this place. You call it protection, I hear a lot, turning love like a secret, love like a warning. It was a garden, now it's a golden cage. You hold me so gently, I'm still trapped. Turn the key over, lay it down on the table. If this is what you call safety, I'd rather be unsafe, but able.
She says my name like steam on glass, warm little lettuce that never quite pass. Smile on her mouth, eyes on the door, every word sugar with a blade in the core. How can it sound so kind when I know what it means? Like velvet over barbed wire wrapped around me. Her voice stays soft when it cuts, silk when it's drawing blood. The sweetest tone carries the sharpest thread. She doesn't raise a sound and still my heart breaks. Sweat, sweat. Her voice stays soft when it cuts, soft when it cuts, yeah. She folds the truth like linen sheets, smooths every wrinkle, but I feel the crease. Baby, don't make me say this again. Sweet as a secret, burned into my skin. How can it float so light in here like it does? Like perfume in the hallway before the flood. Her voice stays soft when it cuts, silk when it's drawing blood. The sweetest tone carries the sharpest thread. She doesn't raise a sound and still my heart breaks. Sweat. Her voice stays soft when it cuts, soft when it cuts, yeah. Careful now, you're close to the edge. Barely more than breath, but it bends my neck. Every gentle word tattooed in red. I'd run if I could, but I lean in instead. Her voice stays soft when it cuts, silk when it's drawing blood. The sweetest tone carries the sharpest thread. She doesn't raise a sound and still my heart breaks. Sweat. Her voice stays soft when it cuts, soft when it cuts, soft when it cuts.
Roses on the table, lipstick on the stem. Two glasses, one still trembling like it knows how this will end.
Your jacket on the chair back, phone face down, still warm. I trace our names and spill the wine, little halos round the harm. Beautiful love stories can end like crime scenes. Bed sheets pull like caution tape over broken dreams. Fingerprints on every word that we didn't mean. Beautiful love stories can still end like crime scenes. Laughter on the fridge door, photos stuck with tape. You smiling in a summer shirt I can't bring myself to take. You slam the bathroom mirror, I flinch before the sound. It isn't what you say tonight, it's what gets written down. Beautiful love stories can end like crime scenes. Bed sheets pull like caution tape over broken dreams. Fingerprints on every word that we didn't mean. Beautiful love stories can still end like crime scene. How did we get here? Silence loud as sirens. Love turned into alibis. Both of